Well, hi, I'm Susan Berkley from GreatVoice.com, and welcome to this week's Inside Voiceover. And today we're going to speak about something that people don't talk about enough, and it is how to get paid. I mean, voiceover is so much fun. I know a lot of you would probably do this for free, but we can't have that. You're here to learn how to monetize your voice. And, if you're coming from a job where a paycheck was a given, or maybe you still have a day job, that's fine, and you've not worked for yourself before, there are some things you need to learn about running a business, and one of them is making sure you get paid in a timely manner. So the great news is there are a lot of tools for freelancers now that are going to work to your favor, and one of them is being able to take credit cards. It is so easy now. There's something called Square, which is like a little white square gizmo that you plug right into your smartphone, and it allows you to swipe a card or take a credit card right there on your smartphone. And I don't know, I'm not quite sure if it works if the person is not there, but I think so. And what that means is you are now a credit card merchant, and there's absolutely no reason that you can't be asking your customers to pay you in advance. If for some reason you can't accept credit cards, you can use PayPal. So make sure that you get at least 50% down before you do the job. And then, of course, you charge the remaining 50% when you deliver it to the client, and they are happy with it. The next thing you need to do after every job is send a bill or an invoice. And that's important for you as a freelancer because you're going to keep records of these. And at the end of the year, you'll tell your tax advisor, and you'll probably be able to take a lot of deductions as well, because now you are working from your home and you're self-employed. So send an invoice and take a look at some programs like Quicken, because you want to keep a record of those. They do need to be professionally looking, produced on your computer. Don't handwrite them. Keep sequential numbers. You probably don't want to number the first one 001 because that tips off that you're just starting out, but make a number and then keep them in sequence. Some customers are also going to ask for purchase orders or use them yourselves, and that's an internal billing number that you need to know about. So one of the things that we do whenever we get a new customer is we ask them what their billing procedures are. Some companies require different ways of sending a bill and different people within the organization that they need to be sent to. So that's part of the game. You really need to find that information out at the point of getting hired for the work. Now, in some cases, it's not going to be possible to get the money up front, and that's usually when you're working for a large company, which is good news, because hopefully there'll be a lot more work down the road. But if that's the case, then you want to write on all of your invoices on the bottom, you're going to write payable upon receipt. Now, most companies are going to pay you within 30 days anyway, but at day 31, you call up the person. Now, they've told you in advance who the billing contact is. You call that person up at day 31, and you nicely ask them about your payment. You say, I sent this invoice on this date. I was just calling to see when I can expect payment. And they're used to getting calls like this. It's perfectly acceptable. And then I would call every week, actually, until you receive the check or the final credit card payment on your invoice, because they owe you money. Don't worry about making a pest of yourself, but you're always going to ask nicely. Always nicely. Never lose your cool, even if it goes like into 60 days or more that they owe you the money. I mean, and that is a little worrisome. That's why we want to try to get our payment up front as quickly as possible. But what I've learned over the years with payment problems is you just got to get on it right away, because the longer it stretches out, the harder it is to collect. And we don't want that to happen to you. So just to recap, get that money up front wherever you can. Become a credit card vendor if you can with some of the new technology. Use PayPal if you can. Not all customers want that. If you must invoice, learn in advance who the billing contact is, follow their billing procedures, and once that invoice is late, and you're going to have payment due upon receipt, after 30 days, start calling nicely, following up on the money, and you're going to find you never have a problem. So here's to your voiceover success. I'll see you next week.